some wallpaper we used to have. Do you remember that Laura Ashley?
Yeah.
We had it in pink and like a pearly colour in the bedroom. Do you remember? You in the bedroom?
I got a problem with it. Okay.
Do you remember the wallpaper?
Yeah.
No, you don't. You're just saying that. We had it in black.
I can't remember yesterday.
No, but listen to me a minute. We had it in black in the kitchen, and we had it in like a pearl and pink in the bedroom behind the bed.
Yeah.
Does it think it reminds you of that?
Yeah.
Just saying that. You're just saying that. Have you?
Yeah. Anything to keep you happy, sweetheart?
Yeah. Listen, we've had one row this morning.
We don't row. We just bicker.
Yeah. It's very quiet without the boss, isn't it? In here.
It's peaceful. I wonder if she's watching.
No, she's having a nice day out today.
Well,
somewhere.
stop her
She's
watching.
somewhere with her friend. Can't remember where she's going, but she's going somewhere. Anyway, we are live. We're live on Insta and Facebook. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that right? Insta, Facebook.
Yeah.
Good morning, ladies. Paul will come back and tell me. You can call in Paul because I'm not happy with him this morning. We had a disagreement on the way to a car show this morning. It's only 10 minutes down the road, but because we went out straight from work and I'd had 2 glasses of wine, and then he got out of bed late, we were late because he was on his phone in bed, didn't get out when he should have. So he then tells me that either I have to give up wine or not go out. I said, sod that, I'll get a taxi. Anyway, so we're all right. We are all right, but we do just bicker. I couldn't do this without him, so we will make friends later when he says sorry.
I'm not saying sorry to you.
Oh dear.
You were in the wrong.
Anyway, today is going to be a very calm show because after last week, I just feel that I need to bring our reputation back in check a little bit. It got completely out of hand, but I don't know how. But as I tell you all, none of this is scripted, none of this is really planned. We just sort of go, oh, we're going to talk about these clothes today. Most of them I've never tried on. I might have tried a couple of these things on. A couple of these things are out of my wardrobe because I fully embrace them and wanted to share them with you. But anyway, the boss is not here. She's had a week off, bless her, a very, very well-deserved week. So it's going to be calm in the studio, the Queen Bee studio today. And I sort of, if I use the analogy and whiz back between 45 and 50 years, when Saturday morning TV was a choice of Noel Edmonds or Chris Evans. We just sort of go, oh, we're going to talk. Chris Evans' Tis Was. I felt that last week was Tis Was, and I'm going to make sure that today is like Noel Edmonds' swap. I think it was Noel Edmonds' swap shop, but maybe that was a little bit boring. So I'm going to try not to be boring, but I am going to try and be a little bit calmer today. But tell me, roll yourselves back, I don't know many years, 45, 50 years. Were you a Chris Tis Was fan, or were you a Noel Edmonds swap shop? I guess that Noel, it was ahead of his time. I guess it was a bit like a eBay thing, really. I think you used to phone in and give something and you could swap it for something. I can't remember the concept. But anyway, Chris Tis Was or Noel Edmonds swap shop? Tell me. Anyway, who's on, Paul?
So Kerry Osborne says good morning, and then she says, Paul, say sorry.
Should say sorry.
Kerry, you know how stubborn I am.
He woke up tired. That was the problem. You woke up tired like a child and then stomped your feet because you didn't want to get out of bed.
Yeah, whatever.
Yes, carry
I think that I should ask people if they think I should say sorry or not.
Go on then. Go on. Should Paul say sorry for being a grumpy this morning and being nasty and telling me not to drink? I bet you they say you should say sorry.
I bet you they
So
don't.
say, who should say sorry, Paul or Jodie? If you think Paul should say sorry to me for not being nice, say type in Paul. You won't even tell me anyway what they comment.
No, I won't.
People say it's my fault.
Okay, so Nikki Moore Berman says good morning. Trisha Dennison says morning from Trisha alias Zippy.
I've had some lovely customers in this week. Some of them I'm going to talk about, but good morning, my darling.
Natalie Pinch says morning from my bed.
Oh, she's back from holiday. So Natalie is the lady that has been giving us a show from Greece. Actually, Natalie, I think you should be here because you look fabulous.
And Isabel Owen says watching and ironing.
Oh, that's a good one. I watch Netflix usually when I'm ironing.
Morning both. Is it for, I think she means Norman and Wise show today.
No. Who's Norman and who's wise?
Yeah.
I'm the wise one.
Yeah.
Or the norm.
Wendy Jenkins says good morning all. And Tracy Pike says you are both hilarious. Jill Davies says swap shop. Oh, and then somebody says, Kerry Osborne says Jodie.
There, see.
You should, no,
You're going to say...
Jodie should say sorry is what she said.
No, she's saying...
She says
Paul.
Paul.
She is saying...
Yeah.
Kerry.
No, she said Paul really. But...
No, tell the truth and we'll do a live
All right,
sorry at the end of the show. I might even bring him on camera. It's going to be ensemble today.
No way. Morning, Jodie. First time on live from Pat Warren.
Oh, welcome to a very friendly bunch. I do a lot of talking, but I will show some clothes in a moment.
Sarah Nicholas says, yes, he should say sorry. Ruth Law says, ooh, dangerous territory, Paul. Laugh out loud.
Thanks, Ruth.
Julie Can says, good morning both. I was a Noel fan, but my brother changed the channel to Tiswas.
Tiswas was just crazy. They used to do those I don't know. I didn't like Tiswas. I was a very calm girl and I've grown into a crazy woman.
Uncalm.
Crazy
woman. That's it. Nobody else thinks I should apologise.
I think last week's Alive has provoked more commentary. This week I've had so many people say to me, oh my God, Jodie, I absolutely loved last week's Live. And I am going to give a shout out as well because I've been called lots of things. And you know, people say, oh my God, I love it, it's my tonic, it's my little me time. And I've had the pleasure this week of spending some time with the two Janets. Now the two Janets are the mums of friends of ours, and we were very blessed to be invited to the one Janet's 79th birthday celebration. She doesn't look 79, she's got amazing legs, she's got no cellulite. And she said, I watch you every week. You are like my comfort blanket. I said, oh my God. I've never been called a comfort blanket. I've been called lots of things, but thank you, Janet. I've taken it as a huge compliment. I think if she's not watching live this morning, she'll definitely be watching on catch up. She assures me she watches every weekend. I do have another shout out. Now, you know, I tease about Victor, and we do tease each other, but I couldn't run this business without him. We are a really great team, and bless him, he's the only man within the sort of on situ side of the business amongst about 9 women. However, there is also a gentleman behind the scenes who is a husband of one of our team. And we could not, I don't think, function on a Saturday without Carl's kind generosity and thought. Carl is Sally's husband, and every week on a Thursday or a Friday, he goes to Sainsbury's and buys us the most delicious biscuits. Sally comes in on a Saturday and we're like, it's like Christmas in the morning brief to see what biscuits Carl has sent in. So this morning we got some chocolate cookies and some, no, you're not having any, chocolate cookies and some beautiful new lemon biscuits. So thank you, Carl. He's probably going to die now that I've actually given him a shout out, but he deserves a shout out. Thank you very, very much. You'd think that we've never been fed in the team, because anybody that brings us in chocolates or biscuits, we're like, oh my God, that's
Especially
amazing.
Andrea.
And no, you're the worst. We have to hide them from Paul, because he's like that Snuffleupagus in Sesame Street that used to come along and eat everything. Anyway, and leave a trail of crumbs behind him. Anyway, any more questions, comments, queries? Tis was swap shop.
Kerry told me off for telling fibs. And Janet Johnson says, hi Jodie, I'm watching you now, sweetheart. See you later.
Oh, bless her. She doesn't live around here, so she's visiting for the week. So I'm having a Janet fix all week this week.
I think she means the Prince's birthday.
Yes, I know she does. Yes, it's not his birthday today. It's Monday.
No.
It's the Prince's birthday on Monday, so we're out celebrating tonight. Anyway, I've talked a lot about, not really that much, but very important things. And we have labelled this show today, the Bright Show, and here I am, I've started off in black. But I think what we can say, it's bright in an alternative way, because it's very loud, this print. And I was saying when I first came on, it actually reminds me of some amazing Laura Ashley wallpaper that I used to have. And I never wanted to take it down, but we did take it down in the end. But it's very, me wattling on. Anyway, so lots of brights, very, very holiday themed, but not outfits then that are just strictly for holiday. So when I start to change, I'm going to strip this off bare as much as I can in front of you, because I've really dressed this up. But this jumpsuit, see, it is a jumpsuit, not a dress. It is an amazing, amazing holiday piece. However, before I do that, I've got a whole accessory ensemble to show you, and I am going to show you those first before I go into the show today. So the first thing I'm going to say is the Rattan elasticated gold belt is back. I showed you these when I was on the balcony in Tenerife. They absolutely flew out, and we've had lots and lots of people wanting them. Some of you put yourself on email and went back in stock, so you were ordering them last night. So here we are officially, I'm officially announcing the gold rattan belt is back in stock, and it is only £9.99. LB17. If you just put in LB17, this will come up. And as always, we'll put the links on for you. Let me just, so you could put a belt with this and it'll change the whole look. What's lovely about this belt is there's no holes, there's no spoke or anything, but the elastic just grips the belt. So they fit everybody. So whether you're a size 8 or 18 or beyond, that belt is going to work for you as long as there's enough length. But do you know what? There's plenty of length, because even when you stretch, you've created some more length there. So plenty of space. They come in gold. Gold was the most popular colour, so that is back in stock. There won't be any more after this delivery. We've had a new colour in, which is also gorgeous. This is, they call this neutral or natural I think, which is again a very, very big look this season. We've got lots of shoes with this sort of nice Hessian colour, just natural colour. We've had handbags back in, which I'm going to show you. That's not going to get in there, but let me show you. So that's that colour. So if you're not a gold girl because you wear silver jewellery, but you need a natural coloured belt, then this would be the one for you. Also comes in black. So black, natural, gold, £9.99, LB17. There will not be any more stock after this delivery.
Talking of more stock, a question from Linda White. Will you have any more stock in of the gold coup jacket, please?
Only in medium large. So this is the gold coup. We have very, very little left. So only the gold coup medium large. she tells us what size she is, I can advise, or she may know that already that she needs a small medium. However, we have had a very, very, very small supply of the coup back in black in a small medium. So if you are looking for small medium, then black, yes, we can help you with the black, but not with the gold. I did used to wear small medium, but I'm wearing it more as a jacket now than a sort of little tiny bomber, and I would do this up. So this is medium large that I have on. Anyway, whizzing over to the other pieces that we've had back in. These also did extremely well. £9.99 Grace, and it is 163. So this is natural and this is tan. £9.99 with a crossbody strap. If that's not big enough for you, then we have slightly bigger as a clutch. This is Grace 162. That is £12.99. And we also have this clutch back in. These won't be coming back in again. So if you need any of this for your holiday now or in the future between now and next summer, then I'd grab them now. I say that as in because a lot of people go on winter holidays. So these have all got long handles. They're calling them the 2-in-1. That's because they're a clutch and a crossbody. This is tan. This is natural. That is tan, and that is black. What are you laughing at me for? 12.99. I know, but sometimes people ask questions then about what colours they are, but they're very nice as well. They're almost like a rope effect, and then you've got a rope effect crossbody.
Oh, you can put that around your neck.
Yeah, look, it's detachable as well.
No, I mean,
yes,
I
I
could
know
put
what
it
you
around your
mean.
neck.
I'm ignoring you because I still need to know, does Paul need to apologise for being nasty? Yes. There we go. So that's a nice, so some really, really nice holiday bits, very, very affordable, have come in. Now, this has come in and this is super special. So, if you're somebody like me that is obsessive with matching, then this is the set for you. It is on special offer today. And it comes in 3 pieces. So you can buy all 3 pieces separately, as in if you don't want all 3. If you buy it as a set, because you are obsessed like me, is everything matching, then there is an offer on that £10 will come off at the checkout. So you choose all 3 items, and then at checkout, the £10 will come off. What I will say, because the system isn't capable of doing 2 different discounts, if you're a VIP card holder and you do buy this as a set and then you buy something else, put the other transaction through separately because you won't be able to put your VIP code if you're purchasing this to get your £10 discount. I hope that makes sense. Anyway.
And we'll marry them up. If we put the one through as a DPD if they want it delivered, and one through as a collection, and we'll do it.
So this, you can see, is beautiful gold work tote bag. Fabulous for holiday. This is definitely going to fit. When the hierarchy of the airport say, put the bag in the thing, whatever they call it, in the measure, this is going to fit in the measure, and it is going to be more than capable of going under the seat. Now, if you're in exit seats and you're not allowed anything, I get a little bit obsessed about still having my phone on me or things, or having some, passports and things in safe and separate places. These are your other 2 pieces. So you've got this fantastic matching, again, your clutch bag that would then operate as your passports, tickets, money, etc. Crossbody, so you've got all sorts of zips and things in there for safety, and then you've got your crossbody handle. So that's safe then when you're out on location. You can have it as a really nice clutch bag if you're dressed up, or if you want it as a crossbody because you don't want to just be carrying a clutch or feel safe with a clutch. But that's in that gorgeous gold, cream and gold woven detail. And then if that's not enough, and you need to have your phone, because if somebody takes my phone off me, I feel like I've had my arms and legs chopped off. This would be with me on takeoff. I would put it across my body, I would put it round my back so the aircrew wouldn't know that it was there, and I would have my phone on me the whole time. Perfect. You would actually get your passports in there as well, so you can have that as phone, passports. Nice then, when you're on location, if you didn't want the clutch bag and you just want something small because you're going out for a walk in the day, beautiful little crossbody bag. You've got your long handle there, and you've also got your grab handle. I've actually got a grab handle on my phone, and a client the other day said, it was a gentleman, he said, why have you got a chain on your phone? I said, because it's always with me and I just need to be able to have it at all times. So you've got your little grab handle there. You could actually use that grab handle on the clutch bag as well. So we don't have many of sets of these. So as I say, if you are obsessed, you want to just take one lot of things on holiday, but it all needs to be matching, then this is the set for you. The zip is not blue, that's just the protective coating on the gold zip. So if you buy the tote on its own, it's £40. If you buy the crossbody on its own, it's £12. If you buy the clutch on its own, it's £18. That is £70. If you choose all three, put them all in your basket, all the same transaction, it will take £10 off. So this whole set will be £60. Complete your holiday complete with all your bag accessories. That's all you need. Anyway, and there's zips in there, and the tote zips up as well. So nobody can be dipping their hands into that. A lot of these totes are actually open. You don't feel that safe. That's zipped up. Any questions, let me know. Or let me know what you think of it. I love it. Oh.
So Emma Penmore says, I need one please, Paul, but I'm not sure what she means. I think it might be...
The belt, the bag,
I don't know.
whatever.
I don't know.
Anyway, and what I would say is get it in your shopping cart quick, because this week again, people came in yesterday, I've been on the shop floor all week, and what I am hearing is, gosh, I wasn't quick enough. By the time I went to order it, it had sold out. So I would be quick on the button.
She doesn't want to repeat of her sunglasses, does she? And Sarah Sadal says, Jodie, and then she put, sorry, Paul.
Yeah.
But there's been no other responses, so I'm fine.
I don't think that you're out of the woods yet, mate. I think you're nasty pasty, woken up like a petulant child. You need to say sorry, and I need your support, girls, to tell me that he needs to say sorry. And then I am going. If they vote, you've got to come and
yeah,
say
but
sorry here.
nobody's voted. So.
But if they say
Yeah.
you will come here live on camera and
No.
say sorry here, won't you? Yes, you will.
No.
Yeah, you will. I can tell. He will. We will make him. If you vote that he's got to come and say sorry, I'm going to bring him here in front of the camera and he can say sorry live. Otherwise, you won't believe he's actually done it. Anyway, any more questions?
No.
Do we like the travel accessories, belts, etc.? Let me know what you think. Great prices: £9.99, £12.99. and £60 for that whole set.
Julie Martin says, how do I order this, please?
Just click on the link. Any links that you see, once you know what you want, just click on that link and it will take you straight to our website, and then you can just enter your details and order. But welcome, you are obviously maybe not new to watching but new to ordering, but welcome to the Queen Bee.
And that's it.
That's it.
They're all
Okay.
very quiet this
I'm
morning.
going to crack on with what I've got on. So this is Jessica Graaf. I'm talking about the jumpsuit. This is not a necklace, this is actually a belt. But you know me, I always like to find different ways of wearing things. Paul's going to strangle me with it apparently later. But I just thought, oh, that might look quite nice as a necklace. I'm going to change the belt and then I'm going to strip it back and show you what it actually looks like. So just wrap that around a couple of times. I know Paul had said like to wrap it around your neck a couple of times. So we put that woven belt on, but let's show, if you don't like how wide those trousers are, when you bring the belt in, you've got a lot more shape to that. I love the fact that it's got a pocket, it's got a wide leg, and I'm actually wearing a size 12. You know, I'm always telling you my curvy shape. I'm in a 12 in this and it fits me fine. There's a gorgeous, I think this is deck necklace. Is it deck? Hang on, this is this necklace here. Yes, I think it is. Yeah, it's a deck necklace. This is £26.99. That's the code on it if you want it, Paul. And I thought because I put that coup, this is very clever. So it's wooden sort of misshapes here. Just goes over the head, and then you've got this the string that you can then just. So I thought that looked very, very nice with it, just to sort of set in that space there. Looks perfect with the gold coup, pockets with the bric-a-brac, and then I've got a Tamaris little slip-on wedge with that you could put flip-flops, you could put wedges, there's all sorts of shoes. This is a gorgeous shoe. You could put anything, I mean that's got white, but you know, nice block heel in black. There's lots of options that you can do with this outfit in dressing it up or down. So let's strip it back. Let's take the shoes off. You can put a flip-flop. Let's take the jacket off. That's the coup. I've got a new bra on. I think what you probably do is wear a black bra with this, if you need a bra, and then the bra straps would just look like the straps here. Plenty of room, and then this strapping has got the bra hooks so that you can adjust the length. So if you're short, tall, whatever, this is going to work because this gives you the adjust of the length as well as the length in the body. I have no idea how much it is, but it feels like a beautiful cotton, all etched in that bric-a-brac. There's a couple of staff that have got their eyes on this for sure. Very nice with the gold necklace. But so you could wear that anywhere, strip it back. You could also then, there we are, with the flip-flops, with your gold bag, you're good to go to the beach with some flip-flops in that as well. So very, very, very versatile. The things I'm going to show you today have a lot of versatility. Where shall I go?
That Jessica Graaf jumpsuit is £65.99.
The cotton is beautiful.
And it's code 29708.
Very, very, very light, nice piece to wear. So, I have got brights on here now. So there is no brighter brand in the boutique than Orientique. So let's put a little ensemble together of Orientique. And you can talk to me, Paul. They are telling you to come and say sorry, aren't
No,
they?
they're not. They're not saying anything.
Oh, no.
No.
Because you are going to come on camera if you
No,
do.
they're not saying anything. They really are very quiet.
I know, I feel quiet today. Maybe everybody's
what
woken
happened.
up tired today.
Yeah. Something in the air, nib jibs. So tired, aren't you?
Yeah. You're so tired.
Yeah.
Oh, did you go out last night, sir?
Not for long.
Oh.
Sarah Siddell says, oh, I told you that, didn't I? Jodie, no, I mean Paul. Isabel Owen says, say sorry, Paul. But she doesn't mean that, really.
She does.
And that's it. Yeah, all very quiet.
Right. No.
Perhaps we should ask people why they're quiet.
Maybe they're all hungover. Okay.
Not everyone's
so
like you.
This trouser is the Alice Collins white linen trouser. We sold it out. We had some more stock in. I'm going to see. God, you can tell Tara's not here. None of you have got these shoes ready for me.
That's because it's got an elastic thing on the back.
I'm just going to put those wedges on. Not wedges. Little. I've got a Bariloche t-shirt on. So these are a 14, the trouser. The Bariloche t-shirt, depending on your size, you could go either way. This, because I wanted it to look a little bit more fitted. This t-shirt is a size 12. But equally, if you didn't want it fitted because you don't like things so snug, you could go the 14. I could go the 14. But I just grabbed the 12 to show you. That's the Marco Tozzi block, beautifully comfortable, orange and pink. So I told you we were going to do bright. Bariloche t-shirt with the lime green, fluorescent pink and orange. Now there is a Bariloche, yes.
Bariloche.
Oh, that's a tongue twister. Bariloche blazer, one left. I launched this collection earlier on in the season. That t-shirt looks incredible with that. The t-shirt came in a little bit later, so we do have more stock of the t-shirt in various sizes. In the blazer, just one left, size 12. Incredible. If this was a 14, it wouldn't be here because it would be in my wardrobe, and I wasn't quick enough. I am going to put this on to show you.
And what's it called? It's called
Baronacci.
the Junco blazer.
So I can get it on.
Junco.
I can get it on. I'll just do that with that t-shirt. I can get it on, but it's too snug for me. It is a true 12, but absolutely stunning. Just the workmanship, the quality. Let me show you. The inside of this product is as good as the outside. That lining, that piping, the work. Look at that. It's absolutely incredible. This season is the first season for us to have Baronacci, but I can assure you it won't be the last. At the moment, I hadn't ordered anything for autumn winter because I wanted to get the product into the boutique first. But we definitely, I've already booked my appointment to see them for spring, summer 26. That's how far ahead I'm thinking. Beautiful. If you're a size 12 and you like bright, treat yourself. It's not cheap, it's £229, but the quality of that is worth every single penny. If that was in London, has a different label on here, you would be having £1,000 in front of that, £229. Stunning. If you don't like blazer or you're more than a 12 and you like that little bit of look of neon, the t-shirt is great as well. I have no idea how much it is, but it's probably in the region of 60. Now,
so the Baronacci t-shirt is called Quiros, which is Quiros, and it's $64.99.
Now, this is actually an Orientique dress. Now, yesterday we styled this in the boutique because it's completely buttoned through as a jacket. I thought, while I've got the, well actually, let me put it on. It is going to be a little bit bulky over the trousers done up, but let me show you that shape. So great, I know I've got the trousers on. Great shape, pocket, organic cottons. And this is the Jozzani, Jozzani. Every year they name their prints. The prints are unique to them. This is the Jozzani print. Beautiful colours in this. So it could be worn as a dress or it could be worn open as a coat. Very, very versatile. Lots of ladies, even though they need light cottons and they go to hot countries, they still don't like their tops of their arms showing. So you've got the coverage with this, but you're not going to have the heat because you've got those beautiful quality organic cottons. This is an Australian brand called Orientique, and their main sort of unique selling point, if you like to say, their USP is the quality of their cottons and their beautiful loud prints. So how fab does that look? You could actually, not with that button showing, I'm not doing that very well, but dressed properly, that could actually make a wedding outfit as well. I've got a block heel, but you could put a little flat salmon with that as well. So that's the Jozzani print from Orientique, the shirt dress, and I'm wearing a size 14. What's the matter?
It's the Jozzani.
Jozzani.
And the code is 30057 and it's $86.99.
Jozzani. I haven't got my glasses on and I was reading it not very well. Anyway, so they do a whole story. You've got the top in the same print, and then you've also got, which I will put these on for you, then you've got the, once I take the trousers off, then you've got the little just swing dress as well, little shirt dress. Just the cotton is beautiful, light as a feather. So I will put those on. But before I do that, while I've got this on, ignore the fact that I've got bric-a-brac on my arms. I think I showed you these a couple of weeks ago, but I didn't put them on. Jessica Graaf is a great, great brand for us. The price is amazing. Just love the style. These shirts, this one is $39.99. This would look fabulous with some denims, but again, also great just as a little open shirt. Light as a feather, that cotton, very, very light, but you've got your arm coverage. You could be going to countries where you don't want to be attacked by mozzies. You don't need heat, but you need coverage on your arms and legs. So you could do it tied, open, done up, denim, white, just as a little cover up, $39.99. Beautiful colours on that. We've got coral, and unusual actually, coral, white and the red. You've got the button here, so in there somewhere will be a little tab where you roll, where is it? Somewhere. Yeah, here it is. So you have got a tab where you can roll the shirt up and not have it as a full length shirt. Questions, Paul?
No, and the code on that shirt is actually labelled as a top. Is 29353 and it's $39.99.
$39.99, brilliant. This one equally as gorgeous. Beautiful prints on that. This might be a little bit more because it's $45.99 because there's some lace insert. Anything is always depending on embellishments, fabrics, etc. So that is Jessica Graaf again. Beautiful colours, again on the same lines as cerise, the pinks, the corals, pale pink, lovely white lace insert going on there, lace insert down the front. Again, what you could wear as a shirt, you could wear as a jacket, you could tie up, tuck in, there's not too much fabric. Lovely, lovely print, beautiful cotton, absolutely gorgeous.
And the code on that one is 29351 and it's $45.99.
And I'm tangled.
Oh.
Release me.
This is my strangulation strategy.
Yeah, release me. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so now while I still got the linen trouser on, what's the name of this print, Paul?
It is called Jozani.
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 Oh, I saw two Z's on there. You must be seeing double. Jozani.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what's happened. Everyone's gone mute.
Maybe they're just like me. They decided to have a quiet week as well. Okay, so Jozani in the top. So nice little neckline on that. Little sleeve coverage. Very, very easy. Tuck in, tuck out. Plenty of room there. You're not going to get hot and bothered. If you like things a little bit straighter, so if you didn't have a wide leg trouser on and you had a straight leg, there's plenty of room there to just bring that down straight. But as I always say, not too much material. If you want to tuck it in, you're not going to be too bulky either. Beautiful prints, every tropical colour in there going on, absolutely fab, fab. Now before I take the trousers off, I'm just checking there is nothing else. I will now jump to the dress. But,
so Kathy Kennedy says hello from Ireland.
Oh, hello.
Diane Andrews says I was late joining 10 minutes ago. Don't know why you're in the doghouse, Paul.
Because he woke up tired, had a strop, didn't get out of bed, made me late for work and told me it was my fault. Then told me that we couldn't car share anymore ever again, and that I had to either not drink or, what was the other thing? Not drink or not go out. And he's refusing to apologise. And I said, don't need you, I am drinking, I am going out. I'll get a taxi! I'll get a taxi. Right, let me put some flip-flops in with this one. So we've got the same print. What is the name called, Paul? Jozani.
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 There's a song there, isn't there? So, different shape. What's the matter?
Jozani.
There is. There is. That's real.
Sounds like Joe's Army.
Anyway, I've got an army. I've got an army of girls. They're all behind me. So, different shape again. Orientique, that is, again, their unique selling point. They've got the gorgeous fabrics, prints, and then they've got a style or a shape for everybody. So we've seen the long shirt dress, we've seen the little top, and now we've got that little tunic dress. Again, they know you like to have your arms covered, so you've got a little bit of a sleeve there. Side pocket, A-line, so it's nothing sticky, nothing that's getting too hot, and that is a size 14.
And the code on that is 30057.
Price?
£86.99.
There we go. Beautiful cottons. Do you know what I will say to you? I've never ever done a live for Orientique, and because it just, if I say it sells itself, people just come in, they love the brand, the colours scream out to everybody in the boutique. I almost don't need to tell anybody about it. Also, the difficulty I've had this year is everything in a size 14 is practically sold out. So it was very difficult for me to then almost to pull a show together with the whole of the Orientique range, because there's only pockets of 14s that are left. So this is a prime example. This one is actually a 12. It does fit me, but because of the big girls, it is a little bit more fitted on the top here. So we don't have a 14 in this one. Do you know what? I probably, if I was going to have this, because I do love this dress, I would probably size up. I'd probably have the 16, because I like things like this to be loose and baggy. If you're going to have these for holiday and for hot countries, then don't make them fitted. So this is probably a little bit too fitted for me, how I would wear it, because I am busty. Love the print, love the colour scheme. You've got the white print, the neon with the same print over, the white, and then that royal blue topped off with a neon little frill at the bottom. And then I just put the Bridget flip-flop sandal, £18.99. We are starting to get low on Bridget. There is no more stock coming in. They come in pink, white and black, and they've all got ombre sequins on them. So that is...
I can't remember who it was, and I do apologise, but somebody has said that they were spying the hats in the background.
Oh, I didn't talk about that. Actually, I'll put those on with a lovely... I've got this isn't bright, but the jacket I'm going to put with it is bright. Those hats will look really nice with that, so I will show you that in a moment. So while we're still on, actually this isn't Orientique, this is Escape, this top, which is their sister label. First entry into the boutique this season, absolutely stunning. We've loved it, and we will definitely be having Escape again next year. So I'm going to put, sometimes if we...
So that Escape dress is called the Layla dress?
No, it's not Escape,
Isn't it?
that's Orientique.
Oh, right. What's it then?
Orientique Layla. This is not Escape. This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Orientique.
Oh, which one is it then?
It's probably Layla, but it's not Escape.
So people want to know what it's called. It's Orientique, and it is called Le Monra boho dress 10014.
Say that again.
Le Monra, M-O-N-R-E, boho dress, 105.99, and it's Orientique 10014.
So the one that's coming on now is the sister brand. So this is Escape, as in Escape the brand, which is a sister brand to Orientique. Do you know what you could do? The girls, when they first start working with us, they're like, how am I going to remember all of this information? We make it look so much so easy when you shop with us. All the knowledge of the brands, where they're from, the fit, what size you'll need. And as you well know, if you're a regular shopper, you can walk in the boutique and the girls will know exactly what will suit you, what size you need, and make suggestions for you what to try on. So this is the Escape Emma. I think it's Emma as in the print. So Paul, have a look.
It's called Emma Top, and it's code 32359, and it's £82.99.
So we've had other things in Emma. So Emma is the print. Very, very beautiful. If you don't like the sort of bright, sharp cerise and pinks, this still gives you that bright feel, but just maybe a little bit more delicate. You've got aqua blues, royal blues, mint green, cerise, lots of white going on there. The fabric is gorgeous. That little jewel work. If you remember, I tried a dress on that had this jewel work down the front, and I said how perfect, you know, everything was so symmetrical on the dress. People like print but don't like to go over print sometimes, so I've teamed this with a pair of Melissa J wide leg crepe trousers. Let me show you what that trouser looks like. I don't have to expose my tummy so much then. This is WF1746, $45.99. Comes in coral and cerise pink. Obviously I'm wearing the cerise pink or the fuchsia. I'm holding the coral. So that's the trouser. Elastic, little drawstring, pocket to the side. Very, very nice. Length, good length, not too long, not too short. I could wear flip-flops, wedges, heels, anything with that, even trainers. And it does come with a matching, you can buy them obviously separately, with the swing cami. So earlier on where we were talking about using this as a coat and you didn't like it with the white, how fabulous would that look with the cerise, with the trouser that I've got on. Very, very nice look indeed. So you can just inject a little bit of print rather than going overboard on print if you're liking these bright colours. So that's Escape Emma top. Paul, you asking me something or are you just flicking your hair?
No, I think I was getting rid of the fly. But Diane Andrew says, oh, Paul. Fiona Snelson says, good morning from Australia.
Ah, what time is it there? I get confused. I know it's around about a 12-hour time difference, so they must be going into the evening now. Let us know.
She said, I love these colours and you look fantastic as usual.
Oh, thank you. Well, we're a big fan of some of these Australian brands that we have in the shop. Escape, Orientique, Alquima. I really shop around to get some great brands and something for everybody in the boutique.
Tracy Pike says, loving this range, ready for my cruise.
Where are you going, Trace? She might have told me.
And Katrina Clark said it was me with the hats. Apologies, Katrina, I just got memory lapse.
Okay, so.
Pat Warren says, I was in the boutique on Thursday and bought the black Orguido dress. Love it.
Oh, on my suggestion. Well done, Pat.
And Fiona Snelson says it's 5:20 in the afternoon.
Oh, I thought it would be later than that. There we are. Anyway, so that's the coral. Now I've put it on as a block colour. So it's always, you know, when I talk about your essentials and having bases, it would be a great base for many, many outfits. The top is swing. There's lots of things you could do with that. You could tuck in the front and make it a little bit of a high-low. It's quite low here. I'd probably wear a vest underneath this. It wasn't too low at the front, it wasn't too low on the side. And also we go out quite a lot straight from work and in day clothes, and then we end up freezing. This would be a fantastic afternoon to evening barbecue outfit. So you're glamorous, you could wear it with your flip-flops, your trainers or your wedges. You're taking in the sun and the lovely weather that we have in the day, and then as soon as that temperature drops, that is a fabulous, again I think this is Jessica Graaf, a little over the shoulders, $39.99.
What's the code, please?
I don't know.
Well, find out.
I will find it for you. $39.99. But you could just have all of this, couldn't you? You're ready to go on holiday. 29417, $39.99. This is a large. So yeah, you can rock up at your barbecue with it over your shoulders. If your shoulders are then getting a little bit too much sun, you've got a cover up, and then as the sun drops, then you can put that on as a top. I'll put it on just to show you, because equally this would look very nice with the white. And you think, oh, you've got all that material, but don't worry about it. Just tuck it up, get rid of that. There you are. And then you've got a little bit of layering I took, do you know what, by that time of the barbecue I probably would have drunk that much. I wouldn't care that this was hanging out. I would just be happy that I've got something warm, and everybody else is freezing, or they've borrowed the husband's hoodie, or a blanket that somebody's offered them. I was offered a blanket last night, wasn't I?
You were.
I was modelling a blanket.
Preferably over your head.
Just wanted to show you the colours. Let me grab that, and how, you know, you can make things to be very stylish on Sunday together. So if you like the top but don't like all this crepe stuff that I've got on, it looks equally nice with some white trousers. So that's the white Olivia. The other great trouser, these are actually out of my wardrobe, is the Linda, which is the Tara Veyo, if you remember those. So I bought those in today because that also mix and matches with all of this that I'm showing you. I'm just going to quickly take that off.
And all of these items are contained within the Bright collection, which we've pinned. We've actually pinned it to the top of the feed on Facebook, and we'll do the same with Insta. And also, if you go online, you can actually find the link. I'm boring myself. The link on the top of the web page.
So there you are. When I told you all those colours were in there, you could look at that. What a wedding outfit that makes with either the cerise or the coral. That's the Orientique as a open coat. That's the one that I also showed you could go as a dress. I showed you the dress of Jessica Graaf, and I know you can't see the coral, but when you pop that with coral, that pops the coral out of that shirt. That would be a lovely layer. This would be a fantastic layer as well. You pop all of these colours because you've just pulled something out. That's gorgeous as well. Just very effortless style because you're using all of these colours. I'm going to show you one more escape piece. This one. This is a very easy one for you to put on. Very beautiful. Love the neon colours in this one. Any questions, Paul?
No, but my mate Janice Rosser has just logged on, and she said she's late logging on today, and she hasn't got a clue what's going on, but we'll have to catch up later.
Janice, and I know that you would say, yes, Paul had to apologise.
No, she wouldn't.
Yes, she would.
No. Janice definitely would not say that I had to apologise.
Oh, I nearly had my dress and my knickers then. That would have given some of the weirdos a thrill. Okay, so this is Escape again. So sister label to Orientique, Australian brand. Beautiful cottons, their own unique prints. Lovely little bell sleeve there. I love the tiered with the bric-a-brac. Just love the colours of this. That neon, orange, pink, and the white just lifts and sets that off. This is a size 14, so this is perfect for me. The other one I had on was a 12, so you can see there's a little bit more room around the bust line there for me. What shall I do next? I'm going to do...
Is that one called Layla?
Yeah, that's the Layla. That's the Layla dress.
At last, we got Layla.
Tara Veyo, I think I'm
So
on.
that layer dress is code 10022, and it's $135.99.
Tara Veyo, also an Australian brand. There's very little left now in Tara Veyo, but what we have got are some super pieces. I will show you the dress first.
So is this Lolita?
I believe so. So Lolita is the sort of print and colour.
Yeah, it is.
Just lovely. So they do some great colours. Their prints aren't as, so Australian again, but their prints aren't quite as wild as Escape and Orientique. Very, very nice dress. A little bit of a heavier cotton on this one. It's quite substantial. You've got nice neckline here, so you can wear your full bra. Asymmetric on the side with that lovely white banding on the bottom, and then your pockets. Tara Veyo, actually, if you don't like the gold beach bags that I showed you earlier, the ones that have locked on, I will show you again. They actually, if you're into that matchy look, which you know I am, everything is obsessive, they do a lovely, very oversized tote beach bag. Again, with the zip, I don't like these open bags where people can just dip their hands in. So you've got your zip on there for safety, and your zip inside as well. Very nice. I've actually got something else in this little collection. Oh,
and that bag is called Bag 1.
That's you. It was named after you.
No, you're the old bag. And it was $59.99.
Getting through some outfits today because I haven't got anybody helping me. I'm not sure what the hair's going to do. Right, so same, was it Lolita, did you say?
Lolita, yeah. So the top is 3084 and the pants are 4541.
So that's Lolita, and I'm in a 14 top. That's judging out there because it's maybe tied a little bit too tight. I actually quite like it loose. I'd just tie that loose. Might even cut those off because I just like that sort of loose feel with that. Got the big daisy print on the side. No pocket to the top, which would be a bit odd really. You've got a lovely deep pocket to the trouser. I'm wearing a 16 in the trouser. I do like things to be not fitted in the bottom area because I've got a big bottom. So that's a 16. So rather than those being too tight, that's a 16. A nice sort of raw edge in there. Very, very nice. And again, that bag works with that. So that's a little bit of Taraveo. The trousers that I showed you, they're Taraveo. So if it was all too much pink for you, then there is, must be a cotton, I thought I'd got my lipstick on that. You know, a white trouser will also always tame things down a little bit for you.
Fiona Snelson says hat.
I'm going to do the hat now. I'm going to do the hat now.
They want to see the hat.
I'm going to do the hat. It's got a match, so we'll do it with this.
And Janice says that she's intrigued now.
He's in the bad books, Janet.
I spend my life in the doghouse.
So, Alice Collins, not bright, but I am going to show you how you can turn this into bright. Olivia trouser and Olivia top. Now, we had this in blue. This is a new colour, and I don't think I've shown you this colour. I might have just shown you on the hanger quickly, but I haven't shown you on.
Is this colour called Wild Oat?
This is called Wild Oat. So I don't dress myself very well when I'm doing all of this really quickly.
That's what you need Tara for.
But we do get through a lot of outfits, and I do get to show you lots of things. So I do sort of excuse myself for not being perfectly dressed when I come out. So we've got Olivia trouser, a little bit of an ankle grazer, that taupe insert, Olivia top with the taupe insert. I think I called this a Sporty Spice version of the linen collection. I'm just going to put that shoe, because if you didn't want to wear a flip-flop or a trainer and you wanted to just smarten this up a little bit, I thought this shoe with the neutrals, the gold and the white would look very, very nice with that. That is Marco Tozzi again, just gives you a little bit of height and maybe makes that a little bit more dressed up. I'm going to just do that, and I'm going to put this hat on. Hats are very, very fashionable. This one, I think, has a little bit of a nod. I'm not, it comes with like a bonnet elastic. I'm not going to put the bonnet elastic
Go on, put that on.
No. Very, very nod to Ralph Lauren. It even has the gold R. The belt is movable, so if you wanted that on the side, I don't know whether there is a front and back. You just wear it however you want to. If you didn't want that on the front and you wanted it on the side,
Go on, put the elastic on.
the buckle should probably be the other way around. I'm not putting the elastic
Go on. Go on.
So very easy to pack, very stylish, gives you a little bit of shading, comes in 2 colours. I think this one's called Natural, but I'll check them for you. $22.99. What I will say, if you've got a big head, you might have a problem with this, because it's not over. The thing is with these hats, you need them to fit, otherwise they don't stay on. But at the same time, you don't want them sort of over tight that they give you a headache. So this one isn't huge. Sometimes we get them where there's an adjustable inside, so they are big, and then you can just bring sort of a string or an elastic, put it in on the inside. So very, very stylish. This one is called, beige, and this one is
Ivory.
called Ivory. So let's.
And the code is WA. Go on, put it on. The code is WA196.
$22.99. I quite like it with that at the front. Do you, Paul?
No.
No, like it prefer it on the side, like that. Ooh. Ooh.
Oh.
Got the elastic caught in my head. Like that. Like, whatever. It's down to it's up to you. But a very, very nice accessory for. He's willing me to put the elastic on. I'm not doing that. I look like Woody out of
Exactly.
out of what was that, Toy Story? Very, very nice accessory for $22.99. Because sometimes those sorts of things you can get just a little bit carried away and paying silly money for the little add-ons. There's a lot of people that have joined late. I have got some great add-ons at great prices. I will go over that. But I thought I'm just going to show you. So if you're loving all the brights, this is the Melissa J tiered tropical jacket. I think it's $63.99. WF2 something or other.
That's helpful, isn't
the
it?
guys will put the link on. But
People, we need to say what the code is in case people don't look at the link.
Okay,
So it's WF2388 tiered tropical jacket, and it is $63.99.
So doesn't that lift the cream and show you how versatile this Olivia set is? From being able to wear it as a sporty linen 2-piece with trainers, flip-flops, a block heel, to me then putting Melissa's swing coat with that, looks absolutely, just really lifts every. I don't know what to say really, but I think it's a really, really great combination. You want me to smile?
Yeah.
There we are.
For change.
Smiling. Another shoe. So if comfort is the name of the game, Heavenly Feet, cerise pink. We've got them in white. We've got them in black, elastic, light as a feather. This is also going to go with everything that I've had on today. Size down. This is a 5, I think.
And they're called Lulu 2.
I haven't got a chair, but that's I got flat hair now from that hat. I have to get the hairspray out.
Lulu 2, and they're $44.99.
This people just buy and buy year after year because they know how fantastic that shoe is. Right, I am going to talk now before I run out of time on the accessories that the girls have missed. So belts are back in stock. $9.99. There will not be another delivery. The stock we have now will be the last delivery. That will be through to the summer. Gold, they stretch, they fit everybody. There's no holes or no spokes, so you haven't got to go to any cobblers or get a machine to make an extra hole. And natural we've got as a new colour, because you may wear silver jewellery but want a neutral belt. So we've got you covered. You can wear your silver jewellery, but you've got your neutral colour there. $9.99, code LB17. We've got a couple of the bags back in stock. So we've got the little crossbody in neutral and tan, $9.99. This is code Grace 163. So this would work with all of this that I've had on today. Even though we have been doing bright colours, the neutrals then would work as your accessories also. This is also Grace, and this is 191. They call it a 2-in-1 bag because it can either work as a clutch or it can work as a crossbody. You've got your corded handle. This one is £12.99. It's almost like a rope. Can you see that? Like a rope style. You've got black, obviously natural, and tan. Tan, natural, black. That's back in stock. Sorry for those that have seen me repeat this. We've also got this one, but a lot of late came on. This is 162. That's again crossbody or clutch, £12.99. And this one, this is what you may be very, very interested in. I did a big description of this at the beginning, so those that are late coming may want to roll back to the beginning and watch this. Obsessed with matching, everything matching on holiday, you have got your complete set here. You've got a tote, you've got a crossbody, and you have a clutch. You can buy them individually, £18, £12, £40. If you buy them all in one transaction as a set, so they're all in your basket together, you will have £10 off if you buy it as a set. So the whole set will be, you'll have it all for £60. So you've got your tote with the zip, you've got your clutch, you've got your crossbody, you're covered. We'll go with everything. What's the matter? You look really fed up.
No, it's just that somebody's asked how they order that. So I think what we need to explain is that you put the three separate items into the basket.
Okay, so I haven't got a barcode. It's that fresh, that delivered. So if you added the link on.
Yeah, they're on the system.
So it's the Melissa.
They're on the collection.
Melissa J gold bag set, and then you'll have tote, crossbody, clutch. So you put all three in your basket: clutch, tote, and crossbody. And when all three go in, the system is very clever, will automatically take you £10 off, if that is what you're referring to. If you're new and don't know how to order with us, simply go to our website. You can click on all of the links.
Or speak to us on the online chat.
I was going to say, there's plenty of ways to communicate with us if you're struggling as a newcomer to the Queen Bee. You can online chat us, you can phone us, you can message us, and we will certainly help. And do you know what I've had in the past, because the regular girls know how busy I am on a Saturday. We've even had customers ask questions, and regular customers then have waded in and answered questions for me. So thank you for those that are all super helpful, if you're knowledgeable of everything Queen Bee. I do have another little outfit here, but we're also running out of time. Have we got time for another outfit? One more? Shall I do one more, girls?
Yeah.
One more. Any questions?
Have you got a 10:45?
No. I did have, but Sally is doing it for me. So one more outfit. It's a little bit of everything. A little bit of cream, a little bit of Orientique, and a Melissa Coos, the barbecue top-up, I suppose.
So, somebody's asked a question about whether two things will go together, but unfortunately I can't find the comment. I can't pull the comment up.
So,
You got it there, so.
whoever asks, does something go together?
Can they just copy and paste it back again?
Tell us your name.
Because I've lost it. I just can't feed it back.
The trouble is, you
got it.
Will the Lolita pink white top go with Melissa J hot pink trouser, please?
I will get it out, and we can decide together. How about that? So, Lolita, who's asked that?
Linda White.
Okay. The reason I asked that is because I know there's not many left of that. I wondered if they had the trousers already, because I know that a lot of what I'm showing you today is in quite short supply. So let's have a look. I've got Orientique trousers. So if you love the idea of these beautiful cottons, but a dress is just not you, Orientique this year we have brought in some trousers. No pockets. Keep going to put my hand there in your pocket. But lovely big waistband, very, very comfortable. Ruchy at the back, almost like a little swing culotte. Very, very holiday-esque. And then I've just chucked that on with a black cream top.
And those trousers are called the Copacabana 6609.
So this print is the Copacabana print. They name all their prints.
And they're £69.99.
This is the Melissa J. Coup in small medium. So barbecue, you've got your little leather jacket, you rock up, you've got your £12.99 clutch, looking $1 million, going home, hopefully worse for wear, but warm and still stylish. So that's a lovely little ensemble. People asked me about the coups earlier. I cannot get gold in small medium. If you want black, small medium or medium large, message me. I may be able to help you. So that is that. Let's have a look at the Lolita and get a hanger. Hanger. Oh. So I think this was what we were saying. So the answer is they're different fabrics, but because you've got the white band at the bottom, it is slightly different fuchsia pink. But I think you possibly will get away with it. Let's have a look. I'm going to show you, and you girls can help me and tell me where you were. So you can see on camera, I can see with my eye, that they are slightly different, this pink to this pink, and it's a very different fabric. But because you've got this big band of white, I would say yes, you would be able to get away with that as a colour combo, for sure. So you've got that nice loose trouser, then with the heavier top. Is that coming across on camera, Paul?
Yeah.
You can see a slight difference. If they were next to each other, you'd say, oh, they're not the same colour, but certainly they combination together quite well.
It's not significant.
It's not significant. No, and then I've said to you about, there's so many variations. When I showed you the coral top and trouser, that beautiful layered piece would go over. It's also going to go over this. I think everything on this rail today mix and matches completely. I'd probably tuck that in, and then show that nice band then. Anyway, I think I've exhausted myself, even though I've been very sedate today. I know, even if we haven't had that many votes on people saying that Paul needs to apologise, I know when they watch this on catch-up, they...
No.
Come on, for me, and I'll forgive you then. Come on.
No.
I'll be nice to you all weekend.
No.
Come on, let me move this light up there. Come on.
What?
Let's come and say sorry.
No.
Come on. Come on.
No.
He's got his Queen Bee gilet on. Come on. We do Queen Bee hoodies. We haven't got one of these gilets, but we have got a Queen Bee hoodie. Come on. Say, what do you think? Here he is. Those that have never met Victor, Paul, this is Mrs. Tanner, cameraman, aka Steven Spielberg. What do you say?
I'm sorry.
I forgive you. Right, get out of here. Oh, girls, thank you for watching. As always, I have some bad news for you, or maybe some good news for the husbands, because I did hear this week that one husband said, turn her off. Paul says, he says that.
I couldn't agree more, mate. I could
every,
not agree
every
more.
Day. The bad news, I won't be a comfort blanket next week. I won't be a little fix. I am actually having a week off. Now, you all know that when I have a week off, that doesn't really mean a week off work, because I still am on social media and I still generally are answering emails and questions and queries. I'm actually going on a cruise, so I may not have much Wi-Fi, so my interaction may be limited. I'm not being rude. What I would say, if you've got lots of people message me personally, and I always encourage you to message the Queen Bee, because I pick up those messages, but other people in the team can pick up those messages as well. So if you've got any advice or guidance needed next week, avoid messaging me personally, and message the Queen Bee Boutique. Where we can, we will possibly put some photographs out. The weather forecast is not good and I need a pack-a-mac. So if anybody's got any advice on where I can buy a pack-a-mac, then please Any advice will be gratefully received, but there will be no live next Saturday, limited interaction because we're on a cruise, but I will see you the following week.
I feel like you just had a good idea.
You're going to throw me overboard.
I could throw you overboard.
You're so predictable.
Sarah Spray says, loving the trousers, and then somebody says, Lukanda Stamp says, are Melissa trousers one size?
Well, yes, these are. These are free size, and I would say that would fit from 12 through to 16. Not sure about 18. You may need to try them. It really depends on your body shape. If you're an 18 on the top and smaller on the bottom, but definitely 16. 12 to 16.
Soph's already answered.
She's on it. She's a good girl. So Sophie is our new. Well, do you know what? Sophie is wearing many hats. I'm not going to pigeonhole her into any particular role, and she's definitely putting Tanner in his place because she works in the office with Paul. But she joins us on a Saturday and helps all you girls in the background answering questions and sending you links. We love her already. She's like an extra one in my nest, isn't she?
Yeah. Diane Andrew says you're lush together. Glad you made it up. You'll have a nice weekend now, Paul.
Oh, we will. We will have, because it's the Prince's birthday on Monday, so we are celebrating 27. I don't look old enough to have a 27-year-old, do I?
You do.
That's it? Yeah? Done?
Yeah, and that's
You took
it.
a sharp intake of breath there, so I thought you were going to say something.
Nothing, it's just
Time to
excitement.
breathe. Anyway, thank you, girls. I will miss you as well. So don't set your alarm clocks next Saturday. We won't be live, but we will be live the following week. What now?
Julie Can says, lovely live. Do not like it when you're not friends. Enjoy the cruise.
Thank you. We're off to Croatia. Anyway, bye-bye for now. And
Bye-bye.
we'll see you all soon. Take care.
Bye-bye. Bye.